we're back right into another Dragon Ball Super card game video. Yeah, it's another product release preview type thing. I'm working on some decks. I am way behind on a lot of stuff. In the next deck profile, most likely tomorrow, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But for now, as you see in the title, we have a lot of new stuff. Well, maybe not that much, but a lot of all of the red cards being revealed here in this new what is this? Dragon Brawl booster, whatever this is. And this is Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks in the background. People thought it was going to be Gohan, and there's some images still for that. I guess that's for set 7. Neither here nor there. We have the red cards for this, and then some sort of leaked, wouldn't say leaked, but it's just not really being talked about. It's very possible it's fake. So before I even get into it, I'm definitely going to preface that it could be not legit, you know, it could be something completely different, but it is nice to look at, and we will see it. And that is the Android 21 leader, and as well as a couple new baby, which is red yellow cards, and that'll be towards the end of the video here. So definitely subscribe if you're new, like, dislike, all this other stuff. Let me know what you think about these cards and the Android 21 leader when we get to it. Anyway, so we have this this new leader, which we already knew. It's a 4 of, not like the previous draft boxes where you get one of each of a different leader card. This one's a little bit different because the actual booster box, or the draft box basically, is set and designed for the actual draft format. So this one is for draft, as you can see from these cards that we're going to look through, and as well as the future cards, they're all going to be designed for that. This one has all red, green, and yellow colors, including the blue one as the permanent, but we've already seen it before, and it comes with this little sheet, so cool, I guess. So 72 classic reprints that come with it, and 103 cards, brand new cards that are going to be introduced, so that's cool. All right, let's get to it. The first one is Son Goku, Might of Many. So the thing about this is that it is technically 3 costs, because this one says that there are 2 or more skillless battle cards in your drop area, and reduce the energy cost of this in your hand by 2. So it's technically a 3 cost critical, and technically he is kind of an evolved target for Triple Flash, right? Like, let's be real here. It's another type of thing that says Triple Flash can be played on this, and that's cool. I don't know what red leader would benefit with skillless cards in their drop area, but that could be like a dimension support Trunks type thing or something else. I am not entirely sure, but if you have a red Saiyan like Baby or Pan or whoever, again, this is a 3 drop that is a critical, which is just like the determined Son Goku, who's a Goku GT, and then you get this sort of permanent that is still a 5 cost on the field. So there you go. They're cleverly making him a 16,000 cost instead of a 15,000. Just like how everybody has talked about before, Chain Attack Trunks has kind of limited the design space for a lot of cards in the future, and they really have to be careful with making 15k 3 costs or whatever costs cards, because it can be just easily chain attack. Would I want this to be 21k? Maybe, but as a 3 cost, it kind of makes sense that it is a 16k. I like this more than it would be anything else, I guess. Anyway, it gets 3k for each skillless card in the drop area. I think it's pretty cool. Red skillless is always going to be one of my favorites because of Josh, but oh well, I don't know if I would play it in that. Super Saiyan Vegeta, Exploiting Weaknesses. This guy is a counterplay card, and he's kind of nutty because his permanent says his leader card, if your leader card is red, reduce the energy cost in the what am I saying? Reduce it by 2 in your hand. So now it's effectively a 3 cost, just like the Goku. But now, because this is a counterplay card, you can pretty much just play it whenever they play a card, a battle card that is. And this says choose all of your opponent's battle cards, and they get negative 20,000 power for duration of turn. And if it's your opponent's turn, choose up to 1 of your leader cards. Which, yes, it does say 1 of your leader cards, choose up to 1. It's saying that just so you can do it or not, just depending. Doesn't mean you're gonna have dual leaders in the future. I don't think so. But it gains 5k power for the racing turn. So it's basically like one of the what is it, the 4-drop baby that minus is 20. You don't get the draw, but if you're playing Pan, you pay 3 and then play on their turn, which is always good. You know, now you have Denial of Hope, and you have Hyperspeed or Mach Speed Goku that reduces or minuses 10 and then minuses 5. You also have Double Shot, you also have Denial of Hope, etc., etc. Like Pan has a lot of tools now, especially now that it's a very much of a dedicated mono red option. And this is just even better. Like 20k is a lot, and I think this isn't even a card to be playing on turn 3 or with 3 energy or 3 energy open, etc. I think this is a card where you know they're gonna go wide, and they have nothing to do. Like if it's like universe 6 like veggies, that type of thing, maybe not. Like you're gonna be very obvious in playing 3 open energy with this card in your hand. Like I wouldn't really recommend it, I suppose, because then they would just tap down one of the energy, and now this card is pretty much dead. And it is a 5 0 cost 5k combo, but at the same time you really want to use this this effect to board clear. Basically, I would say save it for something that is later into the game, and as well as just board clearing. I think this is a really good card. It's a super rare for a reason, and we'll see if it gets played. All right, Trunks Deluge of Power. This one says if your battle card in battle, so literally if it is in battle, so it can't be using it when it's just sitting there. Like you can't buff up the new anniversary box Trunks and get a draw. But you can use it within battle. So when you combo this card, it gets 5k combo power for the duration of turn. So similar to Kid Goku's ability, where a skillless card gets played and he gets 5k combo, it's effectively an initial super combo. So this reminds me of like Combo's Awakening. Reminds me of there's a couple other cards now that do similar effects to this. But this is really good. I think it really is awesome. Like it's a searchable Saiyan Earthling. It's a 10k, which is kind of whack. That is not 15k, but I guess it would be busted at that point. And it's just cool. Like it doesn't say it has to be on either opponent's or your turn, so you know you can just use it as an additional super combo just with no draw. All right, moving on. 1 cost Giru. That's cool, I guess. Now we have the Majin Buu, the Reincarnator. It's a 4 cost 15k, 0 cost 5k combo, and this one says when you play this card, choose up to 1 battle card with energy cost of 3 or less, a red battle card that is, 3 or less in your drop area, and play it. Now Bandai just really loves red at this point. Let's just be real. I feel like red is at this point in set 7, and we haven't even seen set 8. The draft box, I do believe, is going to be right after set 8 or right between set 8 and set 7. I had to double check that, but as you can tell, like they really do love red now. Like they gave a lot of options, a lot of aggressive options, and now a lot more recursion and as well as counterplay options, as you can see from here, and as well as set 7. We have no idea for the other colors, but I would imagine they're getting something similar as well, but just not as good. And when we look at all of these are really good targets from the Determined, as far as Triple Flash, yet again, the Digging Deep, Field Expand, Burst Attack. We have the Saiyan Kaba. We have doesn't really matter. Oh well, this one does. Yeah, it says when you play this card, so it doesn't really have to be the opponent's turn for that additional 5k. You can still get some value from that. We have the Agent of Destruction Vegeta. We have Yamcha, and then a bunch of other cool cards. I mean, the thing that really comes out, or that really pops out to me, is probably going to be Fearless Pan, because the thing about this card, because it is a 15k combo, just like I was saying before, is that Chain Attack Trunks is going to be the one that plays this one out. You're just not going to be playing 4 for this. If you are, cool, I guess, but when you do Chain Attack, which if at the least you can pay 2 energy, in which you play this guy, in which you play another guy, which is Fearless Pan, and then if you're playing Pan yet again, you could choose one of those cards for the auto to come off, and then it gains that 5k in boost. And most likely the other cards are going to get 5k in boost, and it's just a really good board for 2 energy. Like that's just kind of nutty, really. But we'll see. I mean, this might be like a post-ban list kind of card if Chain Attack is going away, especially since if Chain Attack and as well as Zeno is going to go away, as you can see from this card, and as well as a 5 cost Zeno that clears the board. It might be signs of that, but I don't see that really happening. And the only reason why I say that, by the way, is because of all the new counterplays that prevent Chain Attack Zeno from happening, basically. Anyway, Champa Destruction Perfected. If there are any God or Alien cards and you play in your battle area other than this card, this gains 6k power and double striking critical. So this guy is a 25k double strike critical. If there are any other red god or alien, which could be veggies, could be Vados, could be Champa, etc., When you play this card, you choose up to one opponent's battle cards in area barrier. It gets negative 20,000 for the rest in a turn. So it's a 5 cost. I don't know if, I mean, there is a Vados card here. I think that this one. Okay, this one does cheat it out. So I mean, I would say this is probably going to be the target for that. I don't think it's worth playing for 5 energy. Yeah, it does ignore barrier. This is a huge range, but you rather just play denial if you're playing red, or red leader, and then just double strike critical. You can just use like intensify Prime Trunks and then double strike Krampa. So like I don't know, it's not worth it. But it is a cool target for this one, and it's probably really good for draft if you get those cards. And then we have Champa, Destruction Augmented. There you go. Activate battle. Once per turn, you pay 1. Choose 2 cards in your hand and place in the drop area. Choose all gods and alien cards in your battle area. They get 10k power and double strike for the rest of the turn. This is a pretty good card. Like, yeah, you neg 2, but I mean, there's a lot of cool targets for this. And just remember that it does say alien. It doesn't say red or yellow alien. It doesn't specify the color. You can literally just use this and just, you know, build a board like Universe 6, Veggies or Kaba or Hit, whatever. And then pay the 2 and then just give them that 10k double strike. So like we have obviously all of the weenie boys and girls. I don't know if this will search. I think shout out to Marcus. If you ever make a new option, please make a new option to search by trait. I think this doesn't really have the option for it. So we're just gonna shout out to Mark and go to DBS decks. This one, so yeah, I mean, we obviously have the Brimming with Spirits and all the other 1 costs. Obviously the Kefla and Kales that can't get KO'd, and then we have the 4 costs in which evolve on top, and then the Kefla, etc., etc. And I just want to make sure I'm reading this right. Activate battle. So once per turn, you pay 1. You choose 2 cards from your hand, place them in the drop area, choose all god and alien cards, no red or yellow color or any specified color. You gain 10k and double strike. So I think this is a good card. Like I like, if you want to go wide and you want to do some damage, this is probably the way to do it, especially since if, like, honestly, if it's turn 3, turn 4, you have a board, again, Universe 6 Veggies or like with Kaba or Hit, and then you have like 4 or 5 Veggies on board. Like, honestly, this is be really good. Like I really don't see it why it wouldn't be. I think it'd be worth, especially with the free cost Kefla that has dual attack. This would be really good with that too. There's probably other stuff with it, but I'm gonna move on. This is the Vados Assembled Might. I'm super glad they're adding more Vados stuff, especially the new 3 costs. This has like a slight tinge of a blue card, and notice that this is another super rare. I think that's a rare. This is probably the second super rare. There's one more down there, but this one says triple attack deflect, which is always so fun. Your opponent has 4 or more energy when this card attacks. Choose up to 10 cards from the top of your deck. Choose 1 red god or red alien with 19 power or less and play them. And at the start of the turn or your next opponent's main phase, choose up to 1 of your red energy, switch to active mode. So for 7 energy, I don't know how this is going to be cheated out. I don't think I missed anything in this. There must be some other card that reduces this, or a new leader that reduces this. So we'll come back to this. If this was 2 energy cheaper, it would be really good. But 7 energy, sure, dog. If I'm missing something with that Vados card, definitely comment below. I know everybody loves to correct me. Kaba, surging forward. That's a 3 cost dual attack. That's a pretty good draft card. Kefla for Frenzied Sister. This is activate main, send this card from the drop area to the warp. Choose 1 red Universe 6 card in the battle area, and it gains 5k power to the rest of your turn. Probably really good synergy with the old Kale, the 2 costs that becomes 1 cost with the Kaba. So 20k attacker that draws you a card, and then really anything that's in this set and the previous set that is Universe 6 in red can get a really cool 5k boost for the turn. Gale, Frenzied Sister. This is a blocker, 3 cost 15k. Saiyan, Alien, and Universe 6. So not only targets for Vados, but also targets for Kaba. I think Kaba adds Kale to the hand, and then I think the new Kale, I'm just gonna take a look at it. The new Kale does look at the top 10 plays a Universe 6, but where's her color? Okay, I felt like I was dumb there. So wow, leader card is Universe 6. Look at the top 10. Blue, oh okay, it's Kaba or Kefla. I'm a dummy. All right then, well, this is still probably okay if you have the green Kaba on board, and it's a 2 cost that at the end of the turn switches to active mode and gains 5k power until the duration of the opponent's next turn or the end of it. So it's a 20k blocker, which kind of just attacks for free. So pretty cool. Now here's a Kefla. So this is another super rare, so quite a lot of those in here. Kefla, Roar of Destruction, double strike, and then there's a 20k. This is nice. There's a 1-cost combos. That's kind of annoying, but it's activate battle 2 energy, and you have 4 more energy. You choose 2 alien cards in your battle area other than Kefla. Well, this one. Return the chosen to the owner's hands and play this card from your hand. You can't play battle cards for this turn. When you play this card, choose up to one of their opponent's battle cards and gains negative 20,000 for the duration of your turn. So you basically minus the 20k, kill something, and also you get this 20k double striking body for 2. And it's pretty easy to get 2 aliens on the board. I mean, as you can see, like I said, with Kaba and as well as Hit, they play it for free, if not for reduced costs, or if not within that archetype, pretty easily. And you can get this out turn 2. Like I don't see why not. So pretty strong card, honestly. This is a pretty strong card right here. Platamo and Vegeta. So there's a 2 costs, pretty clean looking vanilla. I like it. Not as cool as the dinosaur, but oh well. Topo, Righteous Aid. So this one is a counter attack, similar to the old Topo back in set 3. Choose one card, choose one other card in your hand and place in drop area, and then negate the attack and play this card. And then it gets reduced by 2 on the opponent's turn. So it's effectively 2 costs, just like the other Topo. And if it's your opponent's turn, when you play this card, for the duration of the turn, your opponent can't attack unless they choose 2 cards from their hand and place in the drop areas each time. So similar to, like, this is not similar, but just as an understanding to the World Tournament Booster Boo, in which you have to pitch or you have to do something every time they attack. This one actually literally says each time. So there's no wow. There's no mystery behind it. Okay, there you go. And this is a really solid card. Not only 4PN yet again as a control based mono red, maybe not even mono red. You can probably play this in red green with the specified cost of 1 red, but really solid card. Like I'm really liking this card. This is probably going to see play, to be honest with you. And if aggro options did not already see some hate, here's some more. Jiren, Shackles of the Past. There's some talks around this card. This one has barriers on 1 cost, and only 1 can be played. And when there are 10 or more battle cards in your drop area with exactly 10 power, not 10,000 power or less, but exactly 10,000 power. At the start of your main phase for the duration of turn, this gains 25,000 power, so it's a 30k, double strike, and dual attack, and your opponent can't activate counters unless they place 2 cards from the hand in the drop area as an additional cost. So the best deck, I would say, other than ones that are constructed for it and probably has burst, which just doesn't have a red leader or anything like that. It's just 10 cards. You can probably play around it. It is going to be the red Gogeta archetype. So any of the Goku and as well as Vegeta Broly cards that are all 10k, like even the 3 costs, even the 1 cost, even the 2 costs, are all 10k. This is an additional win con for that. So you play this bad boy for turn 1, and then you just let them sit there. If they kill it, well, you just play another one because it's only 1 cost, because that's really all there it really is. Like, we have a lot of options, like exactly the 2 costs or the 3 costs Vegeta that minuses with ignoring barrier. And of course, all the ones that we've seen in other previews can kill this, but it's kind of like a menacing type of card just sitting there until you have that 10, and now it's swinging twice for 30k double strike. And yeah, just take it because you have to place 2 from your hand unless you want to counter. So there you go. Really cool card. More Maganin, whatever, dude. The Savage Strongman. All right. Activate battle once per turn. When you choose up to one underling, I'm not even gonna try, from your deck and play it, shuffle your deck. All right, When you have 3 or more in the play in your battle area, then in the turn, choose 1 card from your life and add it to your hand. All right, then. I'm not even gonna really talk about that. I don't know. It's cool, I guess. Alien bond. So this one says once per turn, bond 2. So any other alien, including this one. And then choose up to 1 of your red aliens in battle. It gains 10k power for duration and turn. Okay, I mean, for 2 costs, is that worth? Maybe. It's really hard to say. I mean, it's at 2 costs, it's kind of easy to get removed, especially against green decks and Shocking Deathball. It can be board cleared from any kind of overwhelm card. I don't know if this is really worth. Probably best for draft. This is the underling. You can include as many cards as you like. It's cooler. Cool. And then bond, same thing. It gains 5k power. I mean, this is pretty cool. I know, like, I have a bunch of them. It's literally like cooler, just in red. Niagara drop. So this one is activate battle. Leader card is a red Saiyan. Choose 1 leader card or battle card for the duration and turn. This is 2 costs, by the way. That card gains 5k power. Your life is 3 or less, and his opponent's turn. You choose 1 card or 1 energy, red energy, switch to active mode, and draw 1. Oh wow, this is really good. It's pretty good. Pan just got buffed a little bit, and baby. This is like, both of those are really good leaders for this. Like, this can't be really negated. It's an activate battle extra card. It's effectively 1 cost, 3 or less, and a draw card. Like, this is a really good card. I do not see why people wouldn't play this. Yeah, okay, Senzu Bean in red. There you go. Gallic Gun. So it's another counterplay, and it's a pretty legit looking card. Like, let's keep admiring that art. Like, DBS, the card game, still has some fire art. I think it's gone a little less good in the coming sets, but that's just my opinion. Still really good. And when this card is played, choose up to 1 of those battle cards and gains negative 15k power for this turn. So 1 cost, you can't play it. I mean, you can't play it. So one of the things to really know is that this isn't an auto. This is really a counterplay. So anything with the deflect is not going to be affected by this. But I would want to lean on my judges here in the comments below. Does this affect autoplay? So again, in the first window, if they reveal the card and start playing it, and you don't respond with the counterplay, the autos will go off if you respond with the counterplay on the second window, which is when it's played. So I'm pretty sure, because this is a counterplay, not an auto, it will affect that, and because it gains that 15k power within that counterplay window. So please let me know if I'm wrong. Either way, this is a dumb card. I don't know why they printed it. It's really good. That's really all we have. All right, dudes, before I even continue, again, let me know what you think about those red cards. They're pretty cool. Before we continue with this, I get it. It could be fake. It could be not legit, but I saw this in the Discord. We talked about it a little bit there, and I was very curious. So if I'm pretty sure these are legit. Like, it's kind of hard to really get the design right for the cards. These graphics are kind of shit, I gotta let you know, but oh well. I tried to design custom cards before, and it's really hard. Like, I'm no expert, but still, like, come on. Who's gonna put that much effort just to fake something? Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is real. Let's say it is real. We have had already a news article before about Series 8, and as well as the draft box, I want to say, that has more support for Androids, more support for Baby, and etc. If you haven't checked that out, I'll try to put the link in the description below. I didn't really want to go over it because it's just information that we know already. But let's take a look. So we have this one, which again, the starter deck is going to be the Baby, which has this leader in it. I'm guessing it's red, yellow, or some sort of red or yellow leader. I'm guessing yellow because of the background here. And the other deck is the expert deck with the Android 21. But this one is featuring the, again, something with dual attack here, I do believe. And once per turn, when it attacks, draw a card. There's nothing else there, so hopefully they're covering the other auto. But a couple cool things. So these new red yellow cards, and there's a new keyword here called offering. The other one here, the first thing here is the three costs. Let's go look at that first. So this one is a permanent only one of these can be played in the battle area. And then if your leader card is a yellow baby, which is probably this one, your opponent has added a total of 2 or more cards from your life in your hand or drop area during this turn, play this card from your hand. So what this means is that literally if you swing with leader and you swing with something else like Intensifier Power Trunks or something like that, and they take those both life with critical or the normal life, you get to activate main and play this card from your hand, and you don't pay the energy. There you go. Yeah, and the other thing is the 5 costs over here that evolves for yellow and red. This is a specified 1 red and 2 yellow. Very interesting. Energy exhaust, of course, and then offering. So this is interesting. When you play this card, your opponent may choose 1 card from their life and place it in the drop area. If they don't, draw 2 cards. So this is being played anyway, right? But it's basically saying, hey, I'm going to draw 2 cards, but you can prevent that if you want to crit a life real quick. That is dope, and I really hope to see this a lot more in a lot of other cards in the future. But this is interesting. I think this is going to be the reason why this deck is going to be sold, or why people are going to be picked up. This is pretty easy to get out, and I mean really, even early game, late game, whatever. And then this is easy to evolve it on. You just have to commit to that multicolor. And then the offering is going to be interesting to see. And then when you play this card, choose all your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier, and for the duration in turn, their skills are negated. Say what? All right then. And they can't be placed in the combo area from your opponent's battle area, and then basically can't be combo, just like the Deborah. This card gains dual attack for the duration of turn. All right then. I think that's a solid card. It does a lot. It's a very good, super rare card for the starter deck. I would love to see what the starter deck leader does though. All right, let's move on to the Android 21. So some of the stuff I don't really know what's going on with it. They even blocked the leader card with a starter or a booster pack. So thanks, Bandai. So this one says it's filled with technical cards for advanced players, which again, this is the expert deck, so makes sense. Android 21 is the 4 cost as a blocker. When you play this card from your hand, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose 1 card from among them, and place in the energy area, shuffle your deck, and then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. And then you can't play any battle cards with power between 30 and 35 to race in the game. So this auto goes off, and you can't be playing anything for 30 to 35 power. All right then. This one makes sense because you're looking at the top 7 and you're choosing any of them to place in rest mode. It's kind of stupid because like it would be cool if you did an active mode. Like I don't know, this would be a lot better if it was, because you're paying for 4, you're tapping out, you're tapping out even more. Hopefully this is untapped 2 leader. I don't know, but the target for that is this one, because this one says play this card from your energy area, 2 blue and 2 green. Of course, this is a blue-green and a blue-green, and this is going to be interesting to see as well. Hopefully this is a green card leader, because the Stout-Hearted 16 does require a green android, so there you go. Choose up to 1 card from your energy area and place it in drop area. When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and choose up to 1 in your opponent's life and place in the drop area. So this is very cool, because it's kind of like a even trade. You have to pay this much to play it from the energy area, and then you place 1 of your energy cards in your drop, and then you choose up to choose their battle card and as well as their life and crit them. So it does a good amount. Is it worth playing this and as well as this? Who knows? You don't really have to play this, but you know, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. They're very interesting cards. I would like to see more from it, I guess. This one says it features different 21 cards from the expert deck, more gameplay, remove clone tokens. I don't know what that means. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff. Here's a nice little preview. It doesn't even say what set 8 is, which is appropriate. This one says for the Android leader card. Oh, I can see it here. It's not. I completely forgot. It is a draw 2 leader, not untap 2. So that's kind of lame. When you place this card in your energy area, you choose 1 Android 21 scheme, so like a field card probably, and activate it. and then you choose one clone token in your battle area, opponent's battle area, remove from the game, draw one card, then you choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 1, return it, and then at the start of your opponent's main phase, choose up to one blue-green multicolored card for your energy and switch it to active mode. That does a lot. I'm not ready for that. I'm gonna go and skip it. You guys tell me what if that's good or not. And draw 2 cards. Pretty cool, I guess. So one interesting thing is that evil scientists and their creations is going to be the thing for Series 8. I'd imagine it's going to be having obviously these themes. It's going to have more Android cell chain, or maybe not cell chain, but hopefully a return to cell chain. I would say it's like an evolve cost or like a 4 cost. I would say sort of cell chain, but maybe drop their hand to 5 or something. I don't know, something fucking nerfed. I don't know, it just makes me mad. And then more Android 17 and 18, hopefully in 17 wish leader would be pretty cool. Who knows? And then yeah, red, green, and blue, yellow. I'm very excited to see that, all of the stuff that is going to be burning a hole in our wallets. Let me know what you think. I have talked a lot. I will see you in the next one, and thank you for watching. Later.